Hi there and welcome. Today we're going to look at something that can totally change how you sound in technical English. We're talking about unlocking a secret that native speakers use all the time, especially when solving problems, and that secret is phrasal verbs. Let's get into it. So let me ask you something. You're in a team meeting, maybe a daily fix, and you have that feeling that your English sounds a little bit like a textbook, a bit stiff. It's a common feeling, but there is a really simple way to fix it. Just look at this.
On the left, the sentences are correct, but they're really formal. Now, look at the right side. That's how people actually talk. We need to look into the error. Can we sort this issue out? It just feels so much more natural, right? More conversational. And that's the whole point. Phrasal verbs are pretty much the key. They make what you say more descriptive, more accurate, and way more conversational. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through a typical problem-solving process and learn the exact phrasal verbs you need for every single stage.
So let's start where every project starts, the beginning. You can't solve a problem until you find it, right? So part one is all about finding and looking into those issues. Okay, our first one is a classic you'll hear all the time, run into. You use this one when a problem just appears out of nowhere. It's that moment when something totally unexpected happens.
For example, you might say, in your daily fix, we ran into an issue with the latest release on Android. Or maybe you're stuck on something yourself, so you'd say, I ran into a blocker trying to set up the local dev environment. It perfectly describes hitting that unexpected wall. Okay, so you've run into a problem. What's the very next step? Well, you have to investigate it, and the perfect phrasal verb for that is look into. It just means to examine something, to check it out.
So you might say, I'm looking into why the metrics dropped, or the team will look into the cause of the crash. It's a really clear way to tell everyone, okay, I'm on it. The investigation has started. All right, we've found the problem. We've started looking into it. Let's move on to part two, actually creating the solution. This is all about ideas, brainstorming, and making a plan. So now we're in the creative phase, right? And the perfect phrasal verb here is come up with. It just means to invent or think of a new idea or a solution. It's all about that spark of creation.
You'll hear this in planning meetings all the time. Something like, he came up with a clever way to reduce latency. Or, we've come up with 3 options for the migration. It's all about generating those new possibilities.
Now, a lot of the time the solution you come up with is, well, it's huge, it's complex. So to make it actually doable, you need to break it down, and that just means dividing a big task into smaller, more manageable pieces. And this slide shows it perfectly. You see this big, complex feature request? Well, it gets broken down into smaller, focused tickets. This is basically the heart of agile development, right? Taking a big thing and making it small.
Great. So we've got a plan, and it's broken down into actionable steps. Now for the final stage, discussing that plan with the team, so we're all on the same page and can actually fix the issue. So before you merge that code or finalise that plan, you've got to review it, right? The phrasal verb for this is go over. It means to check something carefully, usually with your team. This is so important for making sure everything is high quality. For instance, we will go over the pull request before merging, or in a planning meeting, the team joins the call to go over the backlog. And at last, the whole reason we're doing all this work, to sort out the problem. This is a fantastic, super flexible verb that just means to fix or resolve something completely, and you can use it for so many things. It could be a technical bug, like we sorted out the access issue. Or it could be about organising something like, can we sort out the deployment script this afternoon? It's the perfect way to just say, problem solved. Okay, we've just covered 6 really essential phrasal verbs, but, just learning them is only half the job.
Now let's talk about how you can actually start using them so they become a natural part of how you speak. Here's a really simple 3-step exercise you can do right now.
First, just choose one verb we talked about today. Second, write a sentence about your own job using that verb. And third, check if it sounds natural. And I've got a great tip for that. You can copy your sentence into a tool like ChatGPT and use this exact prompt. Ask it, can you check if these sentences sound natural and correct? Feel free to suggest improvements. This is an amazing way to get instant feedback and build your confidence. It's like having your own personal language coach. So I want to leave you with one final thought, and it all comes down to this number, just 1. Here is your challenge. This week, just try to use one of these new phrasal verbs in a real conversation. That's it, just 1. So instead of saying investigate, try saying look into. Instead of resolve, try sort out. Taking that one tiny step is the absolute fastest way to make your technical English sound more fluent, more confident and more natural. So, what's the one you're going to try first?